Hey guys, Mr. Overon here with Mr. Overon's Tarot Reading Services, and today I am going to talk to you about using pendulums. Pendulum magic is one of the oldest forms of divination that there is. Some say that it's even older than tarot cards. If you've never worked with a pendulum, it is extremely super easy to do so. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do. One thing that you should know about pendulum work is that it takes on energies. So when you are using it, you are asking very simple, very basic yes, no questions. And it has to be put in the form of a yes or no question. Like, do I have on a red shirt? Did my grandmother wear glasses? Did, whatever. So it has to be yes or no. However, the answers that are given back to you come in the form of yes, no, and maybe. So how do you determine which is which? Well, that is part of getting started utilizing pendulum magic. The other thing is that some people don't see pendulum magic as being a very viable source of information because it could be influenced by the person or whatever else. And like I said, there's the energies, spirits, gusts of wind, whatever. All of these things affect your pendulum. So what is a pendulum? I'm going to just show you one of my many that I have. A pendulum is simply just anything that is suspendable by a thread or a chain or something like that. This happens to be tiger's eye on a real thin piece of necklace chain with a little lobster clasp and then just a little ball to give you a better feel for it. And the metal, I believe, is surgical steel. It's not silver or anything like that. It's like stainless steel or surgical steel. So I am going to do the best that I can to show you how to utilize a pendulum. So if we can just, here we go. So when you're using your pendulum, you want to always hold it in your dominant hand. And then you will actually feel this thing like straighten itself out. And once it starts to get to working, it will bounce around a lot. Let me see if I could get some more light on here. See if that will help any. Not really. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, the reason I have this white paper is because I'm going to draw which directions mean what. So very steadily and very carefully, you ask it, pendulum stop. And you will feel the weight of this go absolutely center. Pendulum, show me yes. Now, you can start to see it moving in a back and forth pattern like this. Now, if you keep a look on my dominant hand, I'm keeping that extremely still. So for this, we're going to say up and down is yes. Okay. The next question, Pendulum, show me no. Now you see that it's moving left to right. So this is no. Okay. So we go back to the center. Pendulum, show me maybe. And as you can see on the camera, it is going around in circles. So circles mean maybe. Pendulum, stop. Now the whole time that I'm commanding the pendulum, I can feel this chain getting taut and like it's pulling down. So it's getting really tight and also pulling down. When I ask it to stop, I feel like it bounces just a little bit and then it stops. So you don't have to use a template. I just wanted to show you this yes or no template so that you can get a better idea of things. Pendulum, stop. So today is a nice sunny day. So pendulum, is it going to rain today? So it's going back and forth, which is the no. So let's confirm this. Alexa, is it going to rain today?
No rain is expected today.
So I don't know if you could hear that, but it said that no rain is expected today. So, okay. Next question. Will I get a lot of views from this video? Now you can't see it, but right now it's pulling straight down right into the middle of the intersection because it doesn't know. It could have told me maybe, but a lot of times when it does not move at all and you feel the heaviness of it, that means that it does not wish to answer you. Now it's starting to say yes. Pendulum, stop. Is the Seattle Seahawks a football team? It's showing yes. Pendulum, stop. Is Betty White 98 years old? It's going to no. So let's actually look it up. Is Betty White 98 years old? Is Betty White 98 years old? So, according to Wikipedia, it says that she's 97. So I'm going to go to the how old is Betty White? And there's Google saying that Betty is 97 years old. So you just saw it say no, she's not 97. Or that she's not 98, she's only 97. So that is just one of the many ways that you can utilize pendulum. Now, there will be times where it will not tell you what you want to hear, like at all. It will just not move, and you will feel this heaviness just pulling straight down, and the pendulum itself not moving at all. And in that case, that's the way that I interpret that, is that it's either a question that cannot be answered because you aren't ready for the answers, or that the spirit or whatever that is controlling the pendulum just cannot give you that information. Sometimes it will lie to you depending on what spirit is working it. So as a precautionary thing, you may want to do this within a circle of salt, or have some sage burning, have some white candles burning, maybe even put up a protective shield around you and the pendulum to give you the information that you want to know. After a while, your arm is going to get extremely tired from holding it and just having that energy being pulled through you and into the pendulum itself. Now, like I said, anything that you want to use as a pendulum, you can do whatever you want as long as it's suspendable by a piece of thread or something that's kind of flexible. You don't want to use a piece of wire because that doesn't give very much flexibility. So here's a quick example. This is just a piece of thread, and show it to you here, and then a key, just a regular old house key, and pendulum. Now you see how it completely stopped and it feels like it's being pulled. Show me yes. Pendulum stop. Pendulum show me no. Pendulum stop. Pendulum show me maybe. Pendulum stop. So again, you just saw me utilize this as this key and this piece of thread as a pendulum. Now, again, like I said, some people will say, no, that's not working, or you're moving the pendulum, or whatever else. When you're doing a reading for somebody using a pendulum, one of the things that I love to do is have the person in their mind ask a yes or no question that only they know the answer to, and do not verbalize it. And you will see that the pendulum always picks up on that person's thoughts. I never ask what the person has asked. There's only been 1 or 2 times in my entire utilization of pendulums that someone has said that was not what they were thinking. So, or that wasn't the correct answer. a statistical odds type of a situation dictates that it's a 50-50 chance that it's either yes or no. So that the person providing the reading could 5 out of 10 times get the correct answer. So if you decide to use Pendulum Magic as a divination tool, then, just understand that it may be okay for just quick yes or no answers. It may just be one of those things that you don't want to use because it's too random and too unpredictable. But I carry a pendulum or something that I can make a pendulum out of with me at all times. Just because there's times where I need clarification about something really quickly, and I'll ask my pendulum, is this a good choice, or is this a good person, is this this, or is that, or whatever, and I'll get my answer almost instantaneously. So far, this little dude has been probably 98% accurate for the most part. I've had other pendulums that are kind of hit or miss. So it just really depends on you, the user. You can charge these with your own energy, or you can do a special ritual for them and only utilize them in a magical atmosphere. Like I said, I bust my pendulum out whenever I have something that I need to just quickly get an answer to. So if you were going to do a dedication ceremony and dedicate your pendulum to your patron god or goddess, you could do that. You could cleanse it utilizing holy water or salt water, sage smoke, submerging the whole thing in some salt for a little while. Whatever you felt, just whatever you thought was the best for you and your piece. This one has never been charged, it's never been blessed, it's never been cleansed or anything like that. I got it, started using it right away, and it's always been, like I said, about 98% accurate with everything. It's not going to go into greater details like the tarot or scrying or something like that, but for something quick, fast, and kind of a fun thing to utilize, it's the quickest way to get simple yes, no, or maybe answers. It also blows people away at the bar. Like if you decide that you wanted to showcase a special talent or whatever. But, that's solely up to you. Like I say, you don't have to utilize a yes-no template like I had showed you here. I just wanted to give you more of a visual representation of it when it was moving back and forth. When you have completed using your pendulum, always thank it for its service. So when you say, pendulum show me yes, and it shows you yes, you would say stop, and so then it knew to stop. But once you are done with your entire reading or asking of questions, you would tell a pendulum stop and thank you for your service, and then you would then put it away and leave it as is. Like I said, the energy that you produce, and by holding it, you are utilizing some of your energy, but spirits, gods, goddesses, whatever, they also influence the pendulum itself. And will give you the answers that you are looking for more often than not. Again, if the pendulum just stays straight up and down and does not move, or starts to bounce and won't move left, right, or side to side, then that means that the spirit cannot answer that question, or that you don't need that answer right then and there. And it's going to freak you out the first couple of times that you feel it start to bounce. That heaviness where it's being pulled and moved in the directions and stuff like that. All very unique experiences and very difficult to very difficult to ever just really fully get used to it. Doing it more often, you know what to expect and what kind of feelings you're gonna get, what kind of internal feelings you're gonna have. You may get flustered, like feel like you're getting overheated. You may start to feel symptoms of like being drained, like you're just, oh god, so tired after using it. These are all normal experiences. For me, like right now, I just got really tired and like I have no energy whatsoever. So this is the one time that I put my own energy into spell crafting and stuff like that without actually pulling it in from the universe or from outside sources. You could do a whole dedication ritual where you are invoking spirits, you're invoking the elements, you're invoking God or Goddess. So you could do that and then utilize that energy, but for me personally, because it's a question or something that I'm sequestering from the universe or God, Goddess, Spirit, whatever you want to call it, because it's something I'm sequestering, I put my own energy into it. I don't expect the universe to give me the energy to get the answers. So I hope that this has given you some useful information. I would really love to see the pendulums that you've made or that you have purchased. If you would let me know what your thoughts are about it, your first time using one. If you would just share those kinds of stories with me in the comment section down below, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you haven't done so already, please hit and like that subscribe button, and if you're on a mobile device, hit the bell button so then that way you are notified whenever I have uploaded new content. If you would like a personal reading or spell work or just spiritual advisory, please go ahead and contact me. The email is mroveron@gmail.com. That's MROVERON@gmail.com. And by all means, please come by the website and schedule a reading or connect with me that way. The website is www.mroveron.com. Again, that's MROVERON.com. And you have any additional questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Make magic yours and have a blessed day. Bye, witches.